It's a George Jones tribute, and here's some more of my exclusive interview with the legend on a Southeast Texas country station in 2006. George Jones, everybody, 2 Grammy Awards. You've been in all kinds of TV specials, Country Music Hall of Fame, and you have your own record label now with Bandit Records, your old record producer Keith Stegall, huh?
That's right. And on this label, we can make a little money ourselves instead of the labels keeping it.
Yeah. That next project coming out is going to be a tribute to you.
Yeah, boy. We got one album that's in the works about rock artists and pop artists to do my songs, and that's going to be a tribute to me. We're looking forward to seeing that, and also a new album will be in the works soon. Hopefully, they will with Merle Haggard.
That is George Jones, the legendary George Jones, going to be here Friday night with Merle Haggard. Does it feel like you're coming home at all?
Well, it sure does. It always does, and we miss being around there, but it's hard to be in the kind of business we're in and stay there, you know. So we just really enjoying life now. We don't drink anymore. We don't smoke. We don't do all that stuff I used to do, and we just my wife Nancy and I just having a real fun thing anymore. It's altogether a wonderful life.
You stay on a natural high, it sounds like.
Well, that's what it is. It's definitely natural, and we we're both just as happy as we can be.
Also speaking at the Southeast Texas tribute to George Jones at Benoit's Lewis Hall in Vidor, Texas, was songwriter Earl Peanut Montgomery. Earl wrote 73 songs that were recorded by the Possum, along with 31 George Jones, Tammy Wynette tunes.
And I've written a song. There's a new book coming out. My wife's the author of it, and they're going to make a movie from the book, and they want me to write the song, and this is what I've written. I don't have it finished, but because they're copying it with the media, you can't steal it because it's just now been copyrighted. Here it is, right here. The Legend of George Jones. That's the name of the book. I've got a good melody to this, too. I'm not going to sing. I'm going to read it to you, recite it. In 1931, a Texas mother gave birth to a son. She named him George, the singer of songs. In 6 days, God made heaven and earth. The 7th day, he rested from his work. And on the 8th day, he created the legend of George Jones. Songs began to fill the air like a Sunday morning choir. Sounded like angels singing around heaven's throne. The opera has never been the same since the announcer said his name. Like wildfire, spread the legend of George Jones.
He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
George, that song always gives me chills every time I hear it, from the very first time.
Well, thank you. It's been a blockbuster for me, and I just wish we'd have a bunch more like it.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. I only know you love her when you let her go.
One of the coolest things about you is you have connections with our own George Jones. You know, he's from the Beaumont area, grew up in Saratoga, lived in Vidor, Texas, not too far from where we're sitting right now.
And you actually opened for him for a while.
Yeah, back in 2009 when I got hand selected by the family of Conway to play Conway in a touring musical, we actually went out for about 10 dates and opened for George, and I got to meet he and Nancy and visited with them over at their house, and you know what, they were just you know what, just like sitting here talking to you and I, man, just really, really good people, and just a real unique guy, and just one of those individuals where, you know, you could just hang around that guy forever.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been serving up non-stop fun for Southeast Texas with live music and delicious adult beverages. Oh, and be ready to dance your butt off to the best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Of course, date night is every Thursday. And don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been serving it all up since 2008. Where have you been?